If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Welcome. That was a great audience. Live audience today is from Iron Street Productions. Coming up, we're going to find out about their upcoming play, Extremities, and how you can check it out.
Yeah, they're screaming. And on today's edition of Wreck on the Road, we head to the land of roller coasters, Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. I will take you inside the Black Forest for a behind-the-scenes look at the newest thrill ride for Bolton.
And we are celebrating Hampton Restaurant Week in the kitchen today. We have a taste of what is on the menu at some of the participating restaurants. That is Chef Ann Fuzon from Market 20.
Plus, Lori Clayton, the coupon consultant, is here with her ideas to help you save on spring break. And we'll get the scoop on some great events at MacArthur Center to celebrate the return of Wicked.
Yeah.
To Norfolk's Chrysler Hall. How about that audience
you guys
today, man?
rock.
Yeah.
Woo! Yes.
We got some screamers.
Yes. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Carrie is out today, of course, but we are ready. Chris and I. It's the Chris and Ariane Show. Ready for a great show.
We'll do it double A.
On this Tuesday.
Well, that is right. It is a Tuesday and a great day for a season premiere. Our sister station, Fox 43, has a new show premiering tonight. It's called Breaking In.
It stars Megan Mullally. It premieres tonight at 9:30. That's followed by all of your news and Super Doppler 10 forecasts first on Fox 43 News at 10. And when you drink the mug, it looks like you have a mustache. Ha 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 ha.
That's a good look for you.
Is it?
No, not really.
Okay. I would be awkward, but...
Okay, speaking of good looks, we want to bring you up to date on a hot topic we talked about 2 weeks ago. Suffolk school officials have dropped a proposed ban on cross-dressing by students. References to gender have been removed from the proposed student dress codes. Suffolk school officials are going to meet again to revise the decision to... watch out what kids are wearing.
Yeah, because that was a big issue. A couple weeks
specific,
back we
yes.
talked that
we talked about
guys
that.
were dressing as women, cross-dressing.
So
and it
they're
was
just taking the gender specific out of it.
Okay.
And also, of course, today is Super Tuesday.
Yeah.
10 states across the country are voting today for the GOP primaries, including the state of Virginia. The polls open this morning at 6 a.m. They will close at 7 o'clock tonight. And if you go out there and you vote, you can only vote for Ron Paul or Mitt Romney because Rick Santorum and Newt Gingrich, both Virginia residents, did not get enough votes, actually enough signatures to get their name on the ballot today. So some people are calling it Super Snooze Day in the state of Virginia because there's only 2 people you can vote for. So we're asking you today, are you voting? Are you exercising your right? It's open to all registered voters, regardless if you're Democrat or Republican.
You can vote any way you want.
You can vote. It's from 6 to 7 today, and we just want to know your thoughts on it. Today could prove pivotal for Mitt Romney because he wants to get those. There's over 400 delegates available today, and they're saying that
Virginia is
Ohio is a big battleground today for
that's
him and Rick Santorum.
Fighting for. They say Romney could grab like 46 of the 49 here. But you wonder what the other 2 candidates are thinking about, that Virginia is kind of their home state where they claim residency and they can't be on the ballot. They can't even be written in.
Right.
So,
yes, and yes, as we were just saying, that it's open to all registered voters, Democrats as well. So,
are you going to get out and vote?
Am I going to get out and vote? I'm not so sure. Maybe I will if I get the time later on today. I think I will.
I'm registered to vote in Missouri. So
Missouri?
I'd have to do the absentee ballot there, but yeah.
Well, it's an interesting thing. Newt Gingrich supposedly has the inside down in Georgia, but he's going to need that if he's going to have any hope of staying alive in this. And Rick Santorum says he is the underdog in this whole battle, so...
I don't know. You'll have to follow. Of course, WAVY News will be covering it. You can find out the results. We'll definitely have that online as well. But talking politics this morning, it is Super Tuesday. As other words, though, people in Virginia, what are they calling it? Snooze Tuesday. So we want to know if you're going to get out and exercise your right to vote. In the meantime, we love to talk about the entertainment here on the Hampton Roads Show. And, of course, all of you know Broncos quarterback Tim Tebow.
Back in the news,
yeah, he's back in the news, but this time he has been signed to a Hollywood agency, and rumor has it that he could possibly be the next Bachelor. I know, she said, our audience, they're already having comments on this one, but apparently the Bachelor host, Chris Harrison, said that he talked to Tim Tebow and asked him, would you be interested in doing The Bachelor? And he says Tim Tebow was like, yeah, and Chris Harrison says they always say yes, but then they always, they don't follow through and do that. So one, if Tim Tebow was tapped to be on The Bachelor, would you watch? And 2, do you think it's a good move for him? Or does he need to just focus strictly on football right now?
I think you just nailed it right there. The guy really needs to focus on football.
I don't think it would.
It could be good for his career because he stays in the limelight. He gets exposed to so many more different people. He crosses over from the sports world to entertainment. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I think the football people would say, no.
I don't think it would affect. I mean, I don't know how long the taping is for The Bachelor, but I think if he wanted to do it, and of course, I'm just looking at Tim Tebow and the example that he sets. If he said yes, he would keep his word and follow through with it. But then again, that could just be like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But he's been I guess, been spotted out in Los Angeles. He had dinner with Taylor Swift. He was attending a couple of Oscar parties.
He's been working out. He's been working out with a quarterback coach at UCLA, working on his throwing motion. And so he's out in Tinseltown. He's right there.
Football or just passing up the opportunity to be with so many ladies.
He stays in the spotlight.
I don't know. So that's our second hot topic. Would you watch The Bachelor? Tim Tebow was on it, and 2, do you think it's a good move for him? So let us know your comments. A couple ways you can join in on the conversation. Of course, our Facebook page. We're always monitoring that, and of course, follow us on Twitter at @HR_show. In the meantime, we're going to bring in our meteorologist, Jeremy Wheeler. They asked, I think it was Chris. Didn't Chris Harrison talk to you, Jeremy? They were going to do you for The Bachelor.
No.
They figured out, they remembered you were married. And
I
like,
wish.
Hey.
All right.
I didn't make the cut.
Let's go back a few years ago. Wouldn't that be a great opportunity to be The Bachelor?
Yeah, now, there was another quarterback that was on there from the Giants. Not Manning, but Jesse
Palmer?
Might be, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that was a few years ago, and I think he had a little negative feedback after he did that. So I don't know if it's such a good move for Tebow. Lots of drama, you get all the girls. Then you get a lot of eyeballs watching that show. So
yeah,
little
popularity.
Girls, drama.
No, I didn't make the cut.
Hey, the ladies.
Yeah, I can't drive an Aston Martin, so I don't own an Aston Martin either. So, yeah.
Aston Martin.
Yeah.
You brought the Aston Martin into the conversation. All right.
I had to sneak it in. Somebody paid me to sneak that in. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Let's move on. Let's take a look at what we got for weather today. Temperatures in the upper 40s. It's chilly. It's breezy. We got a lot of sunshine, but boy, it's just for this time of year, a little on the cold side. Good news is tomorrow we warm it up. Low 60s, mostly sunny, looking good. Even better for Thursday, partly cloudy, 69 degrees, and then we got a chance for some showers on Friday with some mid-60s. A little cooler there on Saturday. So, overall, next few days looking good. We need some time to dry out. We've been so wet lately, so hopefully the gardeners and farmers get a little chance to dry up things there a little bit. All right, let's take a look and see what we got for the pop quiz today. Here's the first clue. Event coming soon. Painted in green, luck of the Irish, and lace up your shoes. So put those clues together. Again, this is an event coming up soon here in Hampton Roads. And submit your answers to HamptonRoadshow.com.
Jeremy, I've covered that many a year.
All right.
I have a good feeling I know what this one is. I'm not so sure about Ariane, who made her way on over to the kitchen to talk about today's guest. Ariane.
All right, today's winner, of course, is going to receive that 4-pack of tickets to Tidewater Builders Association. In the meantime, we are in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen celebrating Hampton Restaurant Week. It's going on now through March 10th. Marker 20, Chef Anna Fuson, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
What are you going to make for us today?
Today I'm going to make our blackened tuna salad. And this is actually one of our featured dishes that is absolutely popular.
I was going to say, if you're making it on the show, it has to be a favorite there, is it?
Yes, very much
so. How is
Hampton
Restaurant Week going for you guys there?
Actually, our we could only tell from Saturday and Sunday, and we did very well. We were very busy. Had to make another pound cake yesterday, so it sold out in a day and a half. Okay,
so pound cake, blackened tuna salad. We're going to get started on this after the break, and if you need any assistance, I'll call you. I can stay in the heat in the kitchen, All right, we'll be back after this. Thank you.
All right, thrill seekers, take note. Busch Gardens will be introducing a new roller coaster this spring. It is called Verbolten, and coming up, we'll take you on a behind-the-scenes look at the newest and greatest ride in the land of roller coasters.
But first, Lori Clayton, there she is. The coupon consultant is here with her deals of the week, and she's talking spring break. Stay with us. Love that audience. They're awesome. All right, we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Chef Anna Fuson from Marker 20 in Hampton, one of the great restaurants participating in Hampton Restaurant Week, which is going on now through the 10th. You're going to make a blackened tuna steak salad.
I am.
A very popular dish at the restaurant.
Very much so.
All right, let's go over ingredients first. It looks pretty simple to me.
Right here, I have about 1.5 cups of our spring mix.
Okay.
I have our Roman tomatoes, which we bake in the oven first, and we sprinkle a little bit of Italian dressing, salt and pepper, bake it in the oven for about a half an hour.
Okay.
Our sugar snap peas, onions, our balsamic vinaigrette. We top this salad off with about 2 ounces of bacon and about 2 ounces of blue cheese.
Okay.
And the rest I have to cook.
All right, the star of the dish is the tuna. Now let's talk about tuna for folks going to the grocery store or someone who's interested in cooking it. They're not sure how to cook it, what to look for. What would you suggest?
Well, we cook our tuna medium rare.
Okay.
Tuna is a very delicate fish, and the inside, you want it to be moist and very succulent. So what we do is we put the oil in the pan.
Okay.
And this is yellowfin fresh tuna.
All right.
And I put a little bit blackened seasoning on there. So
all right. Do you season it a lot or not too much?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just so it coats both sides.
All right.
So we're just going to let that cook about 2 minutes on each side.
Okay.
And then in this pan, put our balsamic vinaigrette.
Ah, see? I thought that was just going to drizzle over the top, but why was it wrong? Okay.
This goes in the pan and it heats up just a little bit.
All right. Oh, I can smell that. Tuna's going good. Good sear. How long on each side would you say?
About 2 minutes.
Okay.
I knew where the tongs were.
Yeah.
So let that start cooking. This will start heating up, and then I throw in the onions first. This is about 4 ounces of onions.
All right. Red onions are good. Super good. Open these for you here.
Thank you. Now that goes, actually the tomatoes go in last.
They're in
because
last?
they're already soft and they've already cooked.
Okay.
So then I put the sugar snap peas in. We'll just let that.
This seems like a super fast dish to make.
It's not that hard unless somebody wants a tire tuna. And that means they want it well done.
Right, right. Yeah, I haven't had tuna much, unless the first time I'm tasting it was when we've had chefs come on the Hampton
really?
Road show. Yeah, I've never was one to go order it, but you know what? It's first time
Well,
for
and
everything.
Dr. Oz says it's very good for you.
Is it? Okay,
It's
okay.
like one of the best fish that you can actually eat for your. It has the omega-3 vitamins that you need. So.
Now talk about the atmosphere at Marker 20 while you're flipping that and getting that going. For folks who've never been there, what's it like?
I would call Marker 20 very much so like you've seen the movie Cheers.
Yes.
So everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody's a family around there. You know, you walk in, the bartenders know exactly what you want to drink, pretty much what you're going to order. And it's just very much a family atmosphere.
And it must be nice that some people may think if it looks like a bar establishment, you can come in and get stuff like blackened tuna fish salad, kind of fancy upscale stuff too. Can they get something other than the tuna if they don't want it on the salad? Do you have other salad dishes there that...
The chefs don't really like that.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
But we will do that.
But you will.
We will do that.
What are some other items you guys have on your menu that are pretty popular?
We have a new sandwich called the Little Italy, which I'm so glad I said that properly. Because Heather and I are always like, Little Italy.
Say that 3 times real fast.
Exactly. Very popular. Okay. Our French dip is very popular.
Okay.
We're trying to test out the menu and see what people like. You know, trying to switch it up a little bit. The Thai shrimp, very popular.
Sounds good. Yeah.
It's very good.
And of course the blackened tuna fish salad.
Blackened tuna. I'm going to turn this down just a tad.
So is this almost done? Our tuna almost done?
It is almost done.
And the sauce is heated up.
And this is where we put in our tomatoes.
Okay.
I will have
tomatoes going here?
Yes.
All right.
They're nice.
They smell good. I love tomatoes. And you yourself just graduated.
I did. Well, I walked June 29th.
Okay.
But
from the Virginia Culinary Institute.
Yes.
How was that?
It was long and hard, but I finished.
Yeah.
I did.
So what were you doing before that, or did you always know that you wanted to go into restaurants and become a chef?
No, actually I was more into music.
Oh, really?
My brother and I play music together. But yeah, cooking has always been in my life since I was 2.
Yeah.
Since I could have got near a stove.
Do something. All right, well, can we start to get this on the plate?
We are going to do this.
Well, as you do that, I'm
going
to read some information. Of course, she is here because it is Hampton Restaurant Week here on the Hampton Roadshow. We're featuring several restaurants. It runs through March 10th. Friday. You would marker 20, which is where Chef Anna's from. They're located at 21 East Queensway. I'm sorry, it runs through Saturday. You can give them a call, 726-9410, or just go to downtownhampton.com. All right, plate this up. Let's see the finished product.
This goes
So
on
I guess
top,
the star
like
goes
so.
last.
And our precious tuna will be on top.
You don't even need to cut it up or anything.
Nope.
Just sits on just like that.
Just like that.
All right, there it is. Voila, super easy. So if you're looking at this and you want to make it at home, great. If not, go down and visit Chef Anna at Marker 20. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
We'll taste this at the end of the show.
Okay.
Wow, that looks outstanding. All right, time now to sharpen your scissors because Lori Clayton, the coupon consultant, is here with her deals of the week, and we are talking spring break deals. Spring break, right around the corner. Some people are on it right now. But, you know, if you want to save money, just stay in town. Go to everything that's local because there's so many things you can see here in town. But if you want to get out of town, you got to find the right deals, right, Lori?
You do have to find the right deals. Okay, first thing I say, Priceline is our #1 go-to site. The reason why, for example, we went to D.C. recently.
Right.
We got a room that was a $400 to a $460 a night room.
Deal breaker right there.
$80.
$80.
$80. You step out the front door and you're looking at the Capitol building. Beautiful, beautiful hotel, beautiful accommodations, and it's right there in the center of everything.
And you don't even have to be right there in the center. I mean, you could branch out and get probably a better deal.
Well, you can, and that's one of the things. Stay in the burbs. If you're headed to New York City, you're
Right.
headed to D.C., one of those big places that's a metropolitan area, stay right outside. Take the train in, take the bus in. That would save you. And also, in those big places, parking is astronomical.
Right.
So you have to be willing to maybe leave your van somewhere else or your car somewhere else and take the train in, and that's going to save you big money right there.
Okay, so if you get the hotel room right there in D.C., then you've got a whole list of things that you can do. You have to figure out what the best deals are for them, and if you're staying at that hotel, maybe you get a deal on breakfast or something like that.
You can do that. You can get a deal on breakfast or lunch. But if it's a hotel, sometimes those really, really high-value hotels will not. They don't give you free breakfast.
buffet.
They don't give you not a
breakfast.
buffet, nothing
Right.
like that. Be willing to eat 1 or 2 meals in the room. So stop by a grocery store, take a bag with you, do granola bars, yogurt in the room. They usually have a small fridge, something like that. Maybe make sandwiches for lunch and then
Sure.
splurge big for dinner. So be willing to eat 1, maybe 2 meals in the room. And if you're in D.C., there are lots of great picnic places. I mean, right
Right.
there by the Potomac, there's
Right.
nothing like that. So think outside the box that way, save some money that way, and splurge big at a meal.
Okay, so Priceline's a good place to find a good start on the hotel, but there's other places online you can go to find other good deals.
Well, if you're looking for things like airlines, don't forget Bing, Kayak. Do a search, save the search, and then they will send you updates. So if your airline fare goes up or it decreases, they're going to send you a notice, hey, ding, 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 it's time to buy. So that would be a good thing. The other thing, too, is don't forget if you're booking a package deal, look at Living Social and Groupon. They actually have separate sections of their website now completely dedicated to travel with package deals. It could be local, it could be even international travel.
It seems as if people are weeks away from their spring break. Is
Right.
it too late to get those deals?
No, and that's the thing that's really cool, especially with the Groupon and Living Social deals, is those deals are going on right now, and they're usually pretty good immediately. They want you to use them within 6 months. So if you find a deal right now, book it and go. And so that's a lot of fun. The other thing, too, is if you're looking at a destination within the States, don't forget about that entertainment guide, the book that we all buy here
Right.
that's about $30 right now. They're usually cheaper now that we're further into the year. You can actually buy a book for the city where you're headed so that there's location discounts, restaurant discounts, even maybe hotel discounts.
Okay, so I know there's some other good tips on traveling that you always sort of fall back to. The eat in the room, at least one meal.
That's right.
Find the right tickets and all. What are some other tips for us?
Well, I know you're going to laugh. When I look at a place, I will go to the Google Maps area for that place and then type in attractions. I did it for Hampton Roads because I thought, if somebody wants to do a staycation, what
Right.
could we do here? Google Maps knows where I live because it goes to the IP address.
Sure.
I typed in attractions, 400 different attractions between here and the Eastern Shore up on the peninsula. Amazing things to do, things that I never knew existed that were there. So go to the location there you're headed, type in free attractions, and you're going to see lots and lots of things to do for free. So
Yeah.
don't forget that. Don't forget that. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's not of value.
And you said D.C., but you can also run down to the Outer Banks and find some great deals down there as well.
Outer Banks, Raleigh, Richmond has some fun
Richmond,
things. I mean, there are lots of great things right around here.
Okay, well, Lori, great advice as always. Your website?
TheCouponConsultant.com.
There she is. We'll link Lori's vlog to ours, and you can find more information at HamptonRoadshow.com. Lori Clayton, great advice.
Thank you.
All right, love Lori Clayton. Love that accent, Lori. We love you here on the Hampton Road Show. That was kind of like a Nancy Grace almost. All right, in the buzz this morning, talking about our hot topics. It is Super Tuesday. Some folks here in Virginia are calling it Snooze Tuesday, but regardless, we just want to know, are you going to exercise your right to vote? Of course, Virginia is one of 10 states participating in today's primaries. The only names you're going to see on the ballot, though, are Ron Paul and Mitt Romney. So we wanted to know who's going to get out and start to vote. Let's see, Mike B., he says, not at all. I am in North Carolina. Susie English, she says, absolutely. Sandy says, of course, when we don't vote, we have no right to complain about the way things are. If you're going to vote, though, make sure that you know your facts and vote responsibly. And Lily Stack, she says, yes, I am. Also talking in the headlines today, Broncos quarterback Tim Tebow. Now, apparently, he's kind of on the rumor mill here that he might star in The Bachelor. So we wanted to know if he does, will you watch? And do you think that is a good move for Tim Tebow, or does he need to just focus on football? Mary on Facebook says, actually, it's kind of disappointing. I would have thought that Tim Tebow was above a show like that. Beezus Shuttleworth says, maybe he'll learn to throw in the pocket now. Becky Dowd says, I wouldn't want to watch it. Michelle says, I heard he was dating Taylor Swift. I don't know, but rumor has it he was out on the entertainment circuit in Hollywood. He had dinner with Taylor Swift. We do know that. Joseph Murray says, isn't making out with 12, he just put a random number in there, different women for TV ratings goes against his values. I don't know. And Sahara says, no, 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 huge mistake. I don't know. I say, why not? He's a grown man. If he wants to go on The Bachelor and date, you know, several different women to find his wife, go for it. So, of course, we have tons more comments. And remember, we're also on Twitter, so follow us at HR_show. We're going to read some more of your comments a little bit later on. But still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, the Witches of Wicked have gone over the rainbow, and they are coming back to Norfolk. Up next, we're going to have the details on a special partnership with Wicked and MacArthur Center and some special fan events that you will not want to miss.
But first, our favorite foodie, Patrick Evans Hilton, joins us with the scoop on some great Restaurant Week events. Next on Tuesday's Taste.
And don't forget about our pop quiz. Today's winner will receive a 4-pack of tickets to the Tidewater Builders Association's 2012 Mid-Atlantic Home and Garden Show this weekend at the Virginia Beach Convention Center. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on that pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Welcome back, everyone. It is time for Tuesday's Taste with Patrick Evans Hilton. He's going to tell us about the Civil War era cooking competition coming to the Mariners Museum this weekend. Patrick, welcome back to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you. Good to see you.
So we're going back in time for this.
Yes, about 150 years, in fact.
Wow,
Yeah.
what's that going to be like?
Well, I think it's really awesome. This is the second year that the Mariners Museum has done it. You know, they have the exhibit with the ironclad over there. And so what's really cool is this weekend they have an event where during the day they have 2 trains of cans. We see the cooks there. One exactly, a little face-off there, Iron Chef style.
Okay.
We have one who would have been a union cook on the ironclad, and the other who would have been a plantation cook. And so folks can walk around, find out about those cooking methods from the mid-1800s, what it would have been like to have cooked and dined during that time period. And then that night they can stay, and there's a competition, a friendly competition there maybe, and we can try all kinds of great things, and we're going to pick, I'm one of the judges, we're going to pick the Ironclad Chef winner.
Wow, Ironclad Chef winner. Of course, that's going to be on March 10th at the Mariners Museum.
Yes.
That's awesome. The information's there on the screen. All right, we're talking about restaurant weeks, of course, in Hampton. All this week we're having restaurants from Hampton, but it's also Suffolk as well.
That's right. I mean, all this week, you know, earlier this year we had Virginia Beach and Norfolk and Williamsburg's Restaurant Week. A great time to go out and try new restaurants. This week it is Hampton's Restaurant Week through Saturday. Some great specials. I think we're seeing some of the information there in some of the restaurants. Some great specials, lunches for $10, dinners on 2 different tiers for $20 or $30. And then, if you can loosen your belt a little bit, from the 17th to the 24th of March, you can head across the water from Hampton to Suffolk and try the Suffolk restaurant. restaurant week.
Why are these so fun and so key to have? I mean, the different cities have them, the restaurant weeks, it seems, every year.
I think it's, it's really great because you get to go out and you get to try some new restaurants, you get to try some new dishes, you get to visit some favorites, and so it's just kind of an exploration and kind of a celebration of what we have too. Suffolk's got some great lunch tiers, $10 and $15, and then dinner tiers from $20 or $30 too. And if you go to my blog, I've got some tips to help you navigate all of the choices.
Yeah, I was going to say, where do you start? Just throw a dart and then go. All right, this is a place that I need to get to this summer. We have chefs come all the time. The Outer Banks, of course. Taste of the Beach. What's that going to be about? Sounds super fun.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite foodie events, because you get away to the Outer Banks. It's beautiful this time of year, the springtime. You might not can dip into the ocean, but you can certainly dip into a shrimp cocktail or something. So they have, over a long weekend, it's the 15th through the 18th of March, more than 50 food events. It's insane. Special restaurant menus. There's a tequila and tapas tasting. There's a chowder cook-off. There's a grand tasting where all these restaurants are competing against each other. All your favorite restaurants participate. It's a great deal to go down, and Laurie was talking about some super deals, this time of year and everything. This is it.
This is the time to go. I mean, we almost have the entire month of March covered.
Yes,
as far as where you need to go eat. Can't forget about the Samoa soiree. How was that?
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. The Girl Scouts are a favorite organization of ours. It was awesome. Here's some really great top chefs that are out there going through making these recipes and everything using Girl Scout cookies. Some of the winners we see here, Chef Yemi Ostringer is at Trade Winds Restaurant at the Virginia Beach Resort Hotel. She actually made, using the Thank You Very Much cookie, a Thanksgiving dinner. And so she roasted a turkey. She made this beautiful stuffing with this berry cookie inside it, and then a little cheesecake with the crust from the berry cookie, and then some cranberry on top and all too. Insane. Other winners, there was gelato from Why Not Pizza. Twisted Sister Cupcakes did some beautiful thin mint truffles. All the information will be on the website later, all the winners and all, but just insane.
It's hard to imagine these creative and elegant dishes come from just these Girl Scout cookies in a box.
And for a great cause too, the benefit of the Girl Scouts.
Absolutely. Well, to round it all out, we do have some sad news though on the restaurant scene. Primo 116.
Primo 116, our friends Steve and Margaret Gellis, unfortunately last month they closed up their restaurant. It had been open for 5 years, so we wanted to let folks know about that because they had such a huge following, and we will really miss that, but we certainly hope that they'll open something again soon. Our taste buds are excited for it.
Yeah, I have a feeling this isn't the last that we've heard of surfing chef Steve Gellis, and now hopefully he'll have more time to catch those surfs and those waves. I know he'll definitely probably enjoy some of the time off. Thanks so much. We got through it all. I was a little nervous because Carrie's segment, and I said there's all these papers, but we did it. Of course, you can find out more about everything Patrick talked about and more on his blog, patrickevanshilton.com, and of course we'll have all of this linked on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com. Patrick, thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, in case you haven't noticed that the town has been decked out in green, it's not for St. Patrick's Day, it's for the return of Wicked to Norfolk Chrysler Hall. And here now to talk about some great events at MacArthur Center in celebration of the big Broadway musical is Karen Winters from MacArthur Center. Karen, welcome back to the Hampton Road Show.
Thanks.
I know you are thrilled that Wicked, the big musical, is back after a couple of years off from Hampton Roads. What is that going to do for MacArthur Center? Because I know right now more people are coming to the center and expecting some things from you guys.
I think it does great things for the center. It does great things for the city. So it's a very popular show. It's got a great brand. It's got, great name awareness. There are a lot of people that are sort of Wicked followers, so they've seen the show multiple times. And what we did in advance of the show is we actually have an exhibit in the shopping center in Center Court. It's a big bubble. It's the Wicked bubble. And you can come and walk through the bubble, and you'll see actual props, dresses, outfits. You'll get information about the show. So we have this beautiful dress that Glinda wears in the show. It's got 5,000 hand-sewn beads on it. It's worth about $15,000. It's nailed down, FYI. So.
And you're not allowed to touch it either.
No.
Okay.
But you can come and walk through and see all of that, and then as you exit the bubble, there's a photo opportunity. Arian and Tracy actually came earlier, and they, put on some witches' hats, and we've got boas and tiaras, and you can take a photo, and you can upload your photo to facebook.com/wickedthemusical, and so it's a very interactive, fun experience.
Okay, so before you go to the show, the performance, come by MacArthur Center, have some dinner, go out and shop, because most of your stores there are offering some deals, aren't they?
Yeah, I actually brought this. This is our passport to Oz. It has over 60 awesome offers. Get it? Awesome offers.
Awesome offers. Very good, Karen.
So yeah, you can shop. There's lots of places you can get discounts. And then if you visit 5 stores and get this passport stamped, you can bring it back to Center Court, drop it in the Witch's Cauldron, and we're giving away a great prize every week.
And not only that, but Tiffany Haas is a local, and she's starring in the show, and she's going to have a performance. Tell us more about that.
On Friday at noon, Tiffany Haas, she's a Norfolk native. She attended the Governor's School. She performed with the hurrah players, and she has the lead role as Glinda. And she and Stephanie Torrance, who is the stand-in for Elphaba, will be in MacArthur Center in Center Court at noon. They will be performing a couple of songs from the show, and then they're going to hang out, and people can get autograph signings. We'll have a meet and greet, and so it's really nice. It's really great to see somebody who's from Norfolk actually come back in such a big production as the lead role. So it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, that is really cool when a local makes it big, especially in her hometown. So Tiffany, we're going to be rooting you on. There she is right there. Go check her out. And the World of Wicked through March 11th at MacArthur Center Court. Go down to MacArthur Center, get pumped up for the performance, and go shopping and check it out. And go check out the performance on Friday. Wicked opens tomorrow night and runs through March 25th. Chrysler Hall, Norfolk. For tickets and information, log on to BroadwayNorfolk.com. Karen Winters, thanks for joining us this morning. And get out there and see the show. We'll go together.
Thank you. Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, take a ride through Bavaria, but beware of what you might find inside the Black Forest. On this week's edition of Wreck on the Road, we take you on a behind-the-scenes look at Verbolten, the newest roller coaster at Busch Gardens.
The Road Show. Our live audience today is from Iron Street Productions. This is Brittany Harris to tell us more about their production of Extremities, coming to the stage at Thomas Nelson Community College. Brittany, okay, first of all, Extremities.
Extremities.
You were just giving me the lowdown on this,
yeah.
And it's a pretty hefty topic, but I'm sure you guys have been working hard at it. Tell me about it. It's a play written by William Mastrosimone.
Basically, the play Extremities, it deals with those issues in society about women who have been sexually assaulted or rape victims. And the playwright actually chose the basis of this play when there was people who went through all this, went through all the hardship when they were dealing with their attacker. And what would have happened if the tables were turned? What happened if they did get to go back and seek justice, if you will, on their attacker? So this play plays with the themes of justice, what is justified, and what it means to be a victim.
Okay, we've got the 4 cast members sitting right here with me. Who do we have in the play?
All right, cast names or?
Cast names.
Okay.
Well, no, their actual names.
Oh, actually, okay.
Yeah.
I'm Brittany. This is Melissa. Missy. This is Rosalind. And that's Alloy.
Alloy is, he's the dirty deed guy in this.
He's like this, yeah. And what's really interesting about the play is that the play opens up with the attack, and we come in as her conscious. So as she's like almost to the brink, Rosalind and I, who are her roommates, come in, and it's like where she's almost ready to break, we kind of come in, and then Raul kind of plays us all against each other. It's really an interesting take on where it could go, and then he turns us against each other, and it's just an amazing psychological play that it just really looks at the psychosis of where could this go.
Exactly.
So.
That's one thing about theater. It's meant to be controversial. It's meant to get in your face and raise awareness about things. So this play definitely puts that in the forefront. And it also deals with your primal nature. How would you handle this? You always say could have, would have, this or that, but really what happens when you're actually in that situation?
All right, tell us how, if anyone wants to see the play, how they can see it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can visit our website, ironstreetproductions.com. We are opening March 16th through the 25th, running on the weekends on Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays. You can get our tickets on our website, and that's at Thomas Nelson Community College in the Templin Hall.
Okay, Extremities.
Extremities.
Extremities, extreme drama at Thomas Nelson Community College. Brittany, Missy, you guys, thanks a lot for doing this.
Absolutely.
And enjoy the production.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All All right, that means it's back to me. A little uncomfortable pause right there. Can I get some applause for that? All right, move over to Apollo's Chariot, the Griffin, and even Alpengeist. There is a new ride at Busch Gardens. We will go behind the scenes at Verbolten and inside the Black Forest. Next on the Hampton Roadshow, Ariana.
All right, and who could forget? It was a week ago today that our very own Chris Reckling accepted a charities challenge. We're going to tell you how you can get involved and help make Chris balls coming up. Welcome back, everyone, in the Buzz Center. We're going to talk about buzz cuts in a little bit. Stick around for that. Yes, Chris. Okay, Tim Tebow, Broncos quarterback. Word on the street is that he could possibly be tapped as the next Bachelor. The host of The Bachelor, Chris Harrison, says that he spoke to Tim Tebow, and on Access Hollywood Live Monday, he says he's talked with the Broncos quarterback. He says he's met him, and he says that he likely would accept the offer, but Chris Harrison doesn't think that Tim Tebow would actually go through with it. So we wanted to know, would you watch The Bachelor if Tim Tebow was on it, and what do you think? That would hurt his career, yes or no? Or does he just need to focus on football and forget about the ladies and find the love of his life at some other point? Let's see. Louisa Coleman, she says, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. She says, a little surprised that the show would go the celebrity route and that Tebow would be interested in being on it as well. She says she watches the show out of morbid fascination, and as we call it, but no, it's not exactly quality television. Gail Sally says, I would think that a man who drops to pray in front of people wouldn't be on such a trashy show. It was good in the beginning, but now the women just use their bodies to get the quote-unquote prize. And Jory says, so he will go for the gold diggers type now. How soon they change, shaking my head. Susie says, that would be terrible if he does. Her opinion of him being a great guy goes out of the window. She says that show is a trashy train wreck. And finally, Amanda Rapicon says, she says, I can't stand those shows, so I won't be watching, but it is disappointing that he would go on one of those shows. I thought he had morals. So it looks like here, our viewers, Chris, are thinking that if Tim Tebow goes on The Bachelor, that a lot of people are going to look at him differently because of, they think...
Well, you know, Ariane, they could change the format of the show and maybe bring in some good Christian girls and just change it up a little bit and not be so trashy. Get rid of the hot tub scenes.
So you watch The Bachelor on a regular.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, people
all right,
in hot tubs.
So you're married. We understand that. You're single.
I am married.
You're a big-time quarterback.
Which am I? Am I married or am I
you're
single?
Not married. You're not married. You're single. And you're a quarterback. And they're, hey, Chris, you want to do The Bachelor? Would you do it?
Definitely.
I don't even know why. I knew that answer. I don't even know why I asked. Finally, really quick, want to read a couple of comments. It's Super Tuesday. Want to know if you're going to exercise your right to vote. Get out there. Make a difference. Remember, you can't complain if you don't get out and vote. Lily says, yes, I am. And she also says, by the way, Virginians, you don't have to be a registered Republican to vote in our primary. It is open to all registered voters, yes. She says, get some exercise today. Put your rights to work for you. Put the Constitution back to work for all of us. On that note, I am done here in the Buzz. I will send it over to Chris.
All right, this show's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride, and that's what we're asking you today. Are you a fan of coasters? Well, you're going to love the newest ride at Busch Gardens. It's called Verbolten. Take a ride through Bavaria, but beware the Black Forest. We take you behind the scenes at the old country. Well, when you think of Busch Gardens, you think of roller coasters, the Apollo's Chariot, the Griffin, Alpengeist, but Busch Gardens has a thrilling new ride that's opening up this spring. It is called Verbolten, and joining us now is Larry Giles, Vice President of Engineering and Design. And Larry, every great ride starts with a story and a theme, and Verbolten is no different.
Exactly. We got something really unique here for Bolton. We've got where you come into the station, you kind of get used to meet our characters, Gunter and Gerda, and they take you on a tour through the Black Forest, but they warn you not to go into the Black Forest. You're going to take a tour through Bavaria.
So you're saying the ride starts out nice and casual, everything's
nice and
cool,
gentle.
Then all of a sudden things go a little crazy. Tell me about that crazy part.
Oh yeah, well you start off in a nice gentle ride through Bavaria, you make a right turn, which is the wrong way to go.
Right, you're supposed to turn left?
It's supposed to turn left.
Okay.
And we're going to hit one of our first launches. We got a linear synchronous launch. It's going to slam you in the back of your seat. It's like going from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds into the Black Forest, where we control all the sights, the sounds, everything.
Tell me more about the Black Forest, because something tells me that's going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, the Black Forest is our centerpiece of the ride. Where you enter the Black Forest, you enter. We're going to have lightning effects, sound effects, visual effects. The coaster's zipping through there. You're cruising through there between 40 and 50 miles an hour. And then you're going to hit our signature free fall drop, where we slide you in, we take the whole coaster train and literally just drop it like it fell off, like a chair got kicked out from under you.
Okay, everybody, when you think of roller coasters, you think of the first big drop.
Yes.
But at Verbolten, it ends with the big drop. What's up with that, Larry?
Well, again, most coasters have the big drop at the beginning, and then each drop is smaller as it goes through. Well, this coaster is completely different. We designed it on purpose to have all the peaks, all the big thrill pieces throughout the ride. You'll have a big thrill piece when we launch you into the building. We'll have a big thrill piece as you're going through the Black Forest and our free fall drop. We've got another thrill piece with a second launch. And then, as you mentioned, the final drop, 90 feet down the Rhine River.
How is this any different than any other roller coaster in the country?
I don't think anybody's doing what we're doing. This is a totally unique experience. We're creating an overall experience. We're not just saying how fast it goes or how tall it is. We're creating an overall experience that touches every sensory mode that you have.
So you say thrilling from beginning to end with lots of twists and turns and mystery thrown in for good measure.
Absolutely.
How long is this ride going to last,
You're
Larry?
on the ride for 3 minutes, 3 of the longest minutes of your life.
And I think this seems to me like it's going to be good for lots of ages, too.
Actually, it's a 48-inch height requirement. We want to make sure that our younger folks can ride, and 48 inches is a very good number, and that's what our Loch Ness Monster is, and yeah.
Okay, Larry, tell me, when's it going to open?
Well, my marketing people are telling me late spring. We're right on track for that.
Late spring, but this has been an early winter, early spring. That should be like any day now, right?
Pretty close. We still got some things to do yet, but late spring, that's where we're going to hit.
I'm trying to pin you down, Larry. All right, Verbolten's going to open up in late spring. Late spring. Verbolten's going to be a great ride. You're going to enjoy it. We'll have more as it opens up. There you have it, a little look behind the scenes and inside the Black Forest, which that's going to be the thrill of the ride. Going in the dark, it's going to catapult you into the dark with all kinds of lightning and sound effects, and then it's going to drop on you, and as you go out, you're going to hit that last drop. So a thrill ride from beginning to end. They only have some cosmetic work to do on it. I think the ride is ready to roll. It's if they just have a lot of cosmetics.
But he said it drops. Like, I'm trying to picture.
I think it just drops on the track.
Yeah, even the audience was like, we were all like, what? But the whole track and everything?
Yeah, this is where the Big Bad Wolf used to be. So, they've added another great piece there at Busch Gardens. It opens later on. Busch Gardens opens up March 24th. And log on to buschgardens.com/VA for tickets and special offers. And Verbolten is expected to open up, like I said, in late spring. So
you guys like roller coasters?
Oh yeah,
roller
that's
coasters.
Gonna be awesome. We'll look forward to it. I'm not going until that.
I'll be down at the ground like, yo, Jeremy, Chris.
Yeah.
We'll get you on.
Yeah. Well, this show is like a roller coaster ride.
It is today. I mean, you just gotta.
You never know what to expect. You never know what to expect on this show.
You don't.
You don't, Ariane.
If you had watched a couple weeks ago, you would have realized that we fell into just that. Of course, Chris is going to get a buzz cut to benefit St. Baldrick's, and we need your help to make it happen. It was a week ago today.
That's right. Log on to makechrisball.com and help us get that $25,000 goal.
And if we pump up the price a little bit, maybe I get a little solidarity from my brother here, Jeremy. Shave that head too.
Maybe next year I'll do it. Yeah,
maybe.
So audience, you have to go to makechrisball.com and look at, our audience member, he's bald.
We got some
I think
some support right there.
It's going to be a good look for you. We're up to $2,125.
Long way to go.
Yeah, long way to go.
It's going to happen.
Money there.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
And then we're going to submit your name for The Bachelor.
Well, thanks for being the first one to put the money in.
Yeah, all right.
First one to step up to the plate.
Yes. All right, pop quiz trivia.
Yep, let's take a look at it. Here it is, the 4 clues, in case you missed it. The event coming soon. Painted in green, luck of the Irish, and lace up your shoes for this one. Think about this one.
I'm thinking it's some event. I don't know
It's a
the
big
name
event,
of
yeah.
it. It has to do with St. Patrick's Day.
Well, you got to think green.
Shamrock Marathon.
That's right. Yeah, the Shamrock Marathon. Shamrock and Roll, I think, is what they're calling it now. But yeah, the Shamrock. That's the right answer. Shamrock Marathon.
Shamrock and Roll.
I think so.
No,
yeah.
Shamrock Marathon, man. It's been there for 30-some years.
All right.
While they debate Shamrock and Roll.
I could be wrong.
Today's winner is going to get a 4-pack of tickets to the Tidewater Builders Association's 2012 Mid-Atlantic Home and Garden Show this weekend at Virginia Beach Convention Center. Stay with us. We'll be right back. OMG! Okay, I have to say, Chef Anna Fuson from Marker 20, we thank you. The dish is delicious. We just found out that she lived in Eagle River, Alaska, which is where I live. She went to my high school, Chugiak, and we went to the same middle school. I told her I was a chaperone. I was a dancer.
The Padawan.
I know. The Mustangs. How crazy. Small world.
It is a small world. That's crazy.
That's my awesome. 20th anniversary, or actually,
you and I, we go way back.
We were like, no, you didn't yet, and then that was great. But Chef Anna Fuzon from Marker 20 in participation of Hampton Restaurant Week runs through Saturday. This blackened tuna fish
salad
very
delicious,
is
Hannah.
amazing. Thank you so much. You rocked it out.
We also like to thank our friends from MacArthur Center. Go out there and support the Wicked weekend and our live audience today. Extremities at Thomas Nelson Community College. Go out and see the play. And also Lori Clayton today. She gave us some great tips and ideas for saving money on spring break. Go to HamptonRoadshow.com and you'll find out more about saving money.
And Patrick Evans Hilton, our favorite foodie, has all the lowdown on where you need to go. Of course, that is it for today, but we're going to be back tomorrow. Carrie's postcards from Hampton Roads, the local Afro-Union Soldier Memorial. Plus, our friends at Bayport have a challenge relating to Chris's pledge.
What?
To go bald. You're not going to want to miss that.
Okay.
You thought we weren't going to make the mark?
There it goes. Just like that. You throw in that baldy.
Fellow Mustang here. I love it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
It is so great.